Hello Sagittarius, I'm Marina and this is your January 2018 monthly horoscope. And the new year begins with a very intense energy in Capricorn. We have Saturn, Venus, the Sun and Pluto all in Capricorn at the beginning of the month. And you know that Saturn has recently entered this sign, so it will stay there for the next couple of years. And if you're interested in knowing more about this transit, you may go and check my videos, which are specifically about Saturn in Capricorn for Sagittarius. But the main point is that now that the Sun is also in Capricorn, actually we may have the first impressions from this transit. It may activate very much strongly the energy of Saturn. And you know, it's a great combination if you are willing to do something serious and something stable. And in your case, it also falls in an earth house. Second house, you know that second, sixth and 10th house are the earth houses in the horoscope. So they're the more material, more practical houses. In Capricorn, it's all about material and practical stuff. So here we can find a synchrony and harmony between the sign and the house where you have this stellium. So my point is that you can really benefit from this combination if you're willing to do something practical, something related to finances, something about your resources, and something which will be measurable. So it's really a time to be grounded and in touch with reality, definitely. And for work, this is a fantastic combination. Now, the most positive about this stellium here in Capricorn is that it is also a part of an aspect configuration which is called bisextile. And the planets which are included are all the planets here in Capricorn, the Sun, Saturn, Pluto and Venus here. Also we have Neptune in Pisces and Mars and Jupiter in Scorpio. And they all have positive aspects between each other. Neptune makes trine to Mars and Jupiter, and these three planets all make sextiles to the stellium in Capricorn. And it literally looks like a triangle if you draw the aspects. And this triangle is called a bisextile. The most important part of which is the apex, which is in this case here in Capricorn. And this is the focus of the energy. This is where you can be really successful, where you have, you know, some skills. Of course, this is a transit situation. So, you know, if you don't have the right skills or some talents which are, you know, we can find in the birth chart, of course, when you have the transit situation, it doesn't mean that you are going to become talented or you will have, you know, incredible skills only during this period. But it means that if you naturally have some talents and some gifts, when there is such a positive aspect configuration in the skies, you can manifest easily this energy, and you might be, you know, you can handle with it easier, and you might be more successful if you have the, of course, the right skills and the potential in your horoscope. But the situation, the outer situation is supportive. This is the main idea of the transits. So they don't change your personal horoscope. They show how you can work with your personal horoscope. Is it easier for you to manifest it? Are there challenges? Where are they coming from and everything? But for now, we can say that there is a positive aspect configuration. And in your case, it's really about some financial issues and things which are really practical and helping you to be grounded and in touch with reality. Second house is also really important for our health. So, you know, you may feel like you are more willing to take care of your health. Maybe you will have to for some reason. With Saturn in second house, generally, you may not feel so vital. You know, your energy may not be so flowing so easily. But on the other hand, it might help you to be more disciplined in terms of health, in terms of resources, in terms of how you're spending your money and everything. Now, fourth house and second house, this combination can be very positive if you want to invest money, especially in property and something more material. So that's another thing which you can use this combination for. And we also have Mars and Jupiter together in Scorpio. Mars will be in Scorpio almost until the end of January, and it's really strong. Mars is the ruler of Scorpio, so that's a fantastic position for Mars. In your case, it's different because it's in your 12th house. 12th house is not a material house, it's not about something visible and measurable. So it suggests that maybe you will be active when you are alone, about some things which are doing privately, or something which you're doing behind the scenes. It's not about attracting attention from others. It's not about, you know, competing on an outer level, being so initiative and active. It's more on the inside. And for spiritual activities, like some kind of active physical meditation, including some exercises, this could be a fantastic combination. And these exercises or practices may influence really positively your health. So just an idea to think about. And yeah, 12th and 4th house, they are really introverted houses. They are more about your personal life, your emotional state. So this combination suggests that you will need more time alone. And you might be a few more introverted, which is of course totally fine. Now, another thing that you should know is that the Sun at approximately around the middle of January will square Uranus for a couple of days, and this is a stressful aspect, of course, so it affects your 2nd and 5th house. You may expect something unexpected, if that's possible, but at least be prepared that something which you haven't planned will happen. And it might be stressful. It may require from you to take fast decisions, to, you know, change something drastically. And it might be related to some expenses. Maybe, you know, you will decide suddenly that you want to spend money on something. These decisions might be quite irrational, and later you may not be very happy about your decision. But on the other hand, if usually you don't allow yourself to spend, you know, too much money on something, you're always saving, actually 5th and 2nd house, this combination can help you to spend more money on something that you will really enjoy and like. So it's not necessarily about, you know, something negative. It's just something which you haven't planned. Now, the other important stuff during the month is that we have 2 lunations. On the 1st, there is a full moon in Cancer and Capricorn, so in your 8th and 2nd house. This axis is about your resources. So, of course, you will find another video. I will talk about all of the aspects on this full moon, how it will influence each of the signs. But for now, you just need to know that it will be about your resources. Finding the balance between how much you're spending, how much you're saving, how much you give and how much you take, about energy balance, all of this stuff. And after that, on the 16th, we have a new moon in Capricorn in your 2nd house. So it will be a great time for starting some new projects and new initiatives, especially if it's about finances and earning money. You may have these new ideas which will help you actually to materialize and to feel more stable. So that's a great new moon if you want to start doing something practical, something related to work. And the last thing is about Mercury. Mercury, which affected you strongly during December because it was retrograde in your own sign. So it might have messed up a lot of your plans and actions and everything, basically. Now, the good news is that Mercury is already direct, so you know, you can repair, you can fix the things that didn't work very well during December, and generally your communication should be smoother and everything should start to improve. So that's the most important, guys, during January. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next month.